Can you tell us your name?
My name is Jeremy Hatfield. I'm the restaurant manager for the Barn Door Steakhouse.
And how long have you been working here?
Altogether, it's been over 14 years. Not all at one time, but it's always been 2 or 3 years at a time. I've worked under three different owners of the restaurant. Since '91, I've been out here.
Wow. Can you tell us about this place?
Well, the restaurant was started by a man named Frank Green back in 1963. It used to be just the building over there. In 1973, they moved the Pecos Depot from Pecos to the location it is now. We do have a historical marker out front, and we've been using the building as a bar since '73. It was actually the train depot in Pecos, Texas for well over 60 years. This building is 120, maybe 130 years old.
And what, you say you've had mediums and other paranormal groups come by here and do more investigations on it?
Yes. Most recently was about a year. Well, it was in May of 13, so that would be about a year and a half ago. And that was another paranormal investigation group.
What did they conclude?
They concluded that the place is haunted. There were experiences by all that night. As far as where we at? They didn't want to broadcast anything that was not solid concrete evidence, but they did get pictures of orbs. They did have experiences. And all in all, I thought it was a successful investigation.
Can you tell us about the medium that came by?
I really can't say a whole lot about her because at the time that she came through, I was not working here. But she was good friends with the previous owners, and they were the ones that told me what she found out. And the medium is the one that gave us the name Billy and his background story. And we don't know why he's attached to this building, but you know, he's willing to make the move to Pecos.
What do you
It's a
think?
bigger town.
What do you think it's, just trapping here? Do you think there's something attached to this building that somehow connected to him, or just the location?
Well, anytime that somebody is randomly gunned down for no real reason, that would, in my mind, put a good reason for it to be, still here. Wondering why he got gunned down. He didn't know. In his world, he probably was doing nothing wrong. But the people at Pecos thought differently.
Yeah. Just like what's the most paranormal activity that impact you or your employees that has ever happened here?
Well, when I was a young server here back in the early 90s, cups would, if you'd set a cup on the bar top and go off and go clean something and come back, the cup would be on the other side of the bar top. For a long time we just thought that somebody was messing with another server. We were just messing with each other. And it took a few years, and then we were like, this ain't normal. This ain't normal. I think this place is haunted. And then we've had other people that would come through, and they would feel like there was a presence of some sort here. And so after a while, then we started talking to each other and finding out, okay, I didn't touch that, I didn't move that, I didn't break that. And so we started taking real note, and after about a year of that, we're like, this place is haunted. It really is. And so Glasses still keep getting moved, salt and pepper still get knocked over. It is what it is, you know.
Has any of your customers ever experienced something?
Not very often. Not very often. Every once in a while, we'll have a customer comes through that's, you know, got a better grip with, you know, the paranormal or, you know, extrasensory, and they'll make comments. You know, I've heard different sides of the story. I've heard Christians are like, you know, I feel there's a presence here. It's a demon. Y'all need to get this exercise. And I've had other people come through that's like, you know, I feel that you got these presences here, and you need to deal with it somehow or another. We never really dealt with it. We just wanted to know what was going on and why.
Mm-hmm. You just left it behind. So no, like, blessing the place around, nothing like that ever took place here?
No.
So do you think it's only one entity that's actually haunted this, or multiple ones? Or
this particular building, I think it's just the one.
just building the one that the medium named it, right?
Correct.
She found out about it. Anything else you want to share with us?
I think the building next door has more than one presence. Yes.
Did that one came along with this building?
No.
Or
No, in the 70s and 80s, that building was a honky tonk, so anything could happen in that building. And that's the building that creeps me out. That's the one that makes me scared. So, you know, I go over there to lock that building up at night, and, you know, there's been times I've heard footsteps. There's been many times where I go over there in the middle of the night, and I can hear the things moving around in the storage areas. I've heard voices, and one time in the middle of the day, 2:30 in the afternoon, I was setting up for a party. I was pushing a racket of chairs through the room, and in the mirror I saw a cowboy leaning against the bar, and of course, you know, my eyes automatically go to the bar. There's nobody there. Look back at the mirror, it's gone. But I know what I saw. I had to leave the building for over an hour before I could go back and finish setting up for my party.
how did that man appear to you? Was he white, more like a shadow figure, or just like pretty much like a regular human being?
Looked like a regular human being. Cowboy hat, boots. He was leaning up just like this.
Sounds pretty interesting. We'll take a look at that place after they're done playing the party, whatever.
Of course.
And we'll try to conclude with something more concrete than your previous investigations. We'll try to get more EVPs around the whole area. I'll try to go and take some pictures, see if I capture some orbs. My thing with orbs is I'm a photographer. I pretty much just consider them as dust particles, but I can, you know, I can tell the difference. If it's a dust particle, I can tell what it is.
Yeah, that discussion can go either way. I've heard both sides of that story, and really orbs, in my opinion, are inconclusive as well.
Yeah.
Unless it's on video, because sometimes on video you can't.
Well,
It's
actually,
different.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of, and then my friend Felipe and Amy, they're pretty much, Amy's an empath. She can kind of sense
Mm-hmm.
the like eerie, you know, energies, just like negative, and she can pretty much feel through emotion. And then Felipe, he can kind of do both, either kind of see them or feel them. But we'll try to do, you know, the whole area, try to stay in each department to just run, you know, just investigate the
Of
whole
course.
thing, and then in the end we'll give you a call to get ready back up, and then later on we'll just go ahead and tell you what we came up with. Hopefully it'll be something concrete that you can actually look
Right.
more. You know, you can rely on it that, yeah, it's here. We have proof. There's no way we made it up or something. That's why we carry multiple equipment. But yeah, I mean, that's...
And you know, we get a lot of tourists come through here because it is a historical place, and we've been a restaurant for well over 50 years. And we have a lot of people that come through here and they claim that we're making all this up just to get extra publicity, and it's not the case. It is not the case. I would love to say that, this rocket glass is being broken over here is a practical joke, but when everybody in the room's like, what just happened here, something's odd.
We'll go ahead. But yeah, I think that's all. Do you have any question for us, maybe?
Not yet. I'm not at the end of this.
At the end. Brian, Alex?
Have you actually seen anything like with your eyes, like let's say the glass move? Have anyone ever seen it?
No.
You just
I can't say that I actually saw anything move.
Okay.
But this chair that I'm sitting in right now,
That's the one
there
that
has been many times where I have straightened up and aligned all the chairs on this table, gone in there to do other work, and come back here and this chair is facing out there like it's watching us work. And that has happened more than once. And kind of creepy, but it's not scary. I don't ever feel any fear in this building. It's like that. I feel fear over there sometimes.
So pretty much you feel like he's just around, not hurting anyone, he's just around.
Just chilling, maybe playful, likes
you
to
don't-
move stuff around on us.
You don't feel like he's a threat?
Absolutely not.
So nothing's ever, like no one's ever come up, like let's say scratch or something, just, alright.
No. Nobody's ever been hurt. It's like I say, it's
Just the moving stuff,
It's like a playful entity. He's just wants to let us know he's here.
trying to get comfortable.
Yeah.
I know you already told us this, but can you tell us again, like, what the experience with the crumbs on the floor and...
Yes. Okay. There was a period for a few months where the day staff was arguing with the night staff because they kept saying that the night staff wasn't cleaning this room, this particular table, as a matter of fact. And after these arguments are going on for a while, then the night staff decided, well, we're taking pictures. And so they came into this room, cleaned it all up, set it all up nice and neat, everything was pretty, and took pictures. And then the next morning, when the day staff arrived, things had been, it was not neat and clean. There was crumbs on the table. There were drink rings, which the drink rings that were on the tables don't even match any of the glassware that we have on hand. And so, of course, that afternoon when the night staff showed up, the day staff was like, hey, you left the room dirty again. And they pulled out their phones and said, no, look, we cleaned this last night. This was clean. And there it was, the drink rings, the crumbs.
What kind of crumbs were they? Just like breadcrumbs?
Like breadcrumbs.
Have you considered installing cameras or anything like that? Just leaving like cell phone camera or anything just behind to track it?
Like we discussed a while ago, nothing's ever been a problem. It's just been random acts of mischief. So we've never considered, steady cameras or anything like that.
Not a big problem.
No. He doesn't bother us.
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys have made peace with it.
We have, and
That's a good
and he's part of the legend of the barn door. It's just how it is.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much, Jimmy.
Of course.
And that sums it up. And we'll get to you at the end of the investigation to see what we came up with, and you can just ask us questions then.
Okay.
Alright.
Sounds wonderful. I'm so glad y'all are here. Yeah, well, Mike told me that y'all were wanting to come out here and do this. I'd better be there.
Yeah.